Hi, it's Paul here from selfoutforlife.com, and today I'm going to cover your 4 types of energy and how to master your energy. Now, energy, much more than time, is the key to achieving your goals and dreams. And what would it be like to be able to do far more than other people in the time available because you have an abundance of energy? Now, the number of hours in a day is fixed, but the quality and quantity of your energy is not fixed. So the purpose of this video is to help you create awareness of how you manage your energy at the moment and then help you master your energy. Now, every thought, emotion and behavior affects your energy either in a good way or in a bad way, and the absence of the correct quality, quantity and focus will negatively affect any activity, whether that's public speaking, working, studying, exercising or playing a sport. Now, most successful people know how to fully engage their energy whenever they need to, but they also know how to disengage and how to rest. And they know when to rest. They know when it's time for rest and renewal. Now, it's important to know that energy is finite, and that applies to all of the 4 types of energy that I'm about to cover. So if you take no rest, eventually that energy will start to deplete. And this is probably most obvious with physical energy. So if you've been exercising for a while, eventually you're going to start feeling tired and you're going to need to slow down or take a break. But this does apply to the other types of energy as well. And it's really important to know this so that you can perform consistently at a high level. So the key here really is to use the different energies more consciously so that you don't run out of any one of these types of energies. So what can drain your energy? Well, relationships, certain situations, certain activities, certain habits and obligations. Now, most people think that there's only really one type of energy, which is physical energy, but actually there are 4. So when you experience different highs and lows, these are the result of these different types of energies. So with this information, when you feel a high, you'll know what's caused that high. And when you're feeling drained, you'll know why. You'll know what energy type has caused you to feel drained. So when you know these different energies, you'll know what to change when you feel down or you feel drained in some way. Now, all of these different energies work together and one affects the other. So let's get into your 4 different types of energy. So the first one is physical energy, and this is the most obvious one. This is the one that most people think about when we talk about energy. And this is really about how healthy you are. So it's influenced by what you eat, what you drink, the amount and type of exercise that you do, the quality and quantity of your sleep, also affected by your breathing. So if you're breathing in deeply, you'll have more energy. It's also affected by the amount of fresh air and also by sunlight as well. So getting some time in the sun will help you increase your physical energy. So I'd like to ask you, what are the things that currently rob you of your physical energy? What are the things that stop you living at your physical peak? And it's very likely that it's going to be some of the things that I've just mentioned, around exercise and nutrition and probably sleep as well. So the second one is mental energy. And this is all about how well you can focus or concentrate and for how long you can do that for. So this is a really biggie when you're studying or when you're learning, but also when you're at work as well. If you're doing a long stint, you've probably noticed how your focus and concentration starts to wane. And that's your clue that it's time to take a break. Now, why is that? Because your mental energy is finite as well, just like your physical energy is. So ask yourself, what are the things that you currently do that rob you of your mental energy? What are the specific things that rob you of your time and focus? What are the things that undermine your productivity in any area of your life? So some of the things that negatively affect your mental energy, your concentration and focus include having an untidy desk where it's difficult to find things, or notifications on your computer that distract you from what you're doing. Or it could be other people, family or work colleagues distracting you. And it's interesting that when you are distracted, it can take you up to 10 minutes to get back to that level of concentration and focus that you had before you were distracted. Other things can be inefficient systems that can slow you down. So if you have some control and you can change those in some way, that's really important. It can sometimes be slow computers, slow internet that can affect you as well. And sometimes these things are not completely under our control. So it's good to be aware of how those things can affect your concentration and focus, even if you can't immediately change them. So to increase your mental energy, your mental concentration and focus, here's a few things you can do. So start by focusing for 20 or 25 minutes at a time. And a great way to do this is to use the Pomodoro technique. So the way this works is that you focus on one thing for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break, and then you do another 25 minutes and then you take another break, and you do that for I think 4 cycles, and then you take a longer break. So there's apps you can get on your phone that will take you through that, or you can just use a timer. Doing one thing at a time. I know some people think that we can multitask, but it's much more better for your mental energy when you focus on doing one thing to the exclusion of all others. As I mentioned, avoid distractions if you can. Definitely turn off notifications on your computer. That's a great one. And meditation is another one as well. That will help you over time to improve your focus, improve your concentration. So just doing a little bit of meditation each day can really help improve your mental energy as well. So the third type of energy is emotional energy, and this is about how happy you are. So your emotional energy gets drained when you're stuck in the past, or when you're ruminating over and over again about past events. It also gets drained when you have arguments with other people, especially prolonged ones. And if you keep going over and over that argument in your mind, that doesn't help either. Now, your emotional energy also gets drained when you have arguments with yourself, so internal conflicts. So when you're constantly thinking about whether to take one course of action or another, and that's going through your mind a lot and you're ruminating on that, then that can really deplete your emotional energy. And you've probably experienced a time when your body's been fully awake, but you felt emotionally drained. So that's a clue that your emotional energy needs some attention. So ask yourself, what are the things that rob me of my emotional energy? What are the specific people, places and things that prevent me from being happy and more joyful in life? And start to focus on the people in your life and any high maintenance drama-filled relationships. Also focus on any stressful situations that you could reduce, and anything else that continually seems to drain your energy and life force. So some of the ways to improve and increase your emotional energy is to focus on what you want and focus more on that than things that have happened in the past. Also deal with any unresolved negative emotions. So deal with people that have been upsetting you, express how you feel. Counselling and therapy might be necessary if you've got some really quite deep-rooted resentments or other emotional issues there. And also setting goals, because that helps change your focus. So setting goals and focusing more on what you want means that your brain has less time to think about those past events. Releasing emotions is great as well, especially resentment and anger. And I did a video on the Sedona method, which is a great way to release emotions. And that video will appear just up here right now. And another great way is to imagine a protective bubble around your body, like an emotional bubble. And just imagine that all the feelings and emotions within that bubble are all positive ones. And the feelings and emotions from outside can't get through this protective bubble. This can be a really great way to just help shield yourself from some of the negative emotions from outside. And highly successful people do this. They do it in an unconscious way. They probably don't imagine this bubble, but they have a way of being able to just not let that negativity get in so that they can maintain that high emotional energy. So the last type of energy is spiritual energy. And this is all about why you're doing what you're doing and what is your purpose in life. Now, when you have high spiritual energy, you feel really connected to other people. You have lots of creative ideas. You find you're getting answers to problems. You're getting intuitions that are helping you with life. You feel really connected to nature and you feel in that flow state. You're really in the flow and everything seems easy. And this is when the law of attraction really starts to work. Now, when you have low spiritual energy, you pretty much get the opposites. You find that you're not connected to people, you're not connected to nature, or you're not connected to what you believe in spiritually. And that what you believe in spiritually could be God, it could be universal consciousness, or it could be something else. But you feel you're not connected to that in some way. And spiritual energy is also finite, and it's very hard to be on a spiritual high all the time. So like physical energy, your body can only handle a certain amount of it, and it will get depleted over time. So what are some of the things that might rob you of your spiritual energy? What are the specific people, places and things that prevent you from fulfilling your highest purpose in life? And this might include some beliefs you have around your self-worth and self-belief as well. And then maybe there's also some habits, behaviors, temptations and weaknesses that seem to take you away from that spiritual energy. So to increase your spiritual energy, focus on positive feelings and send those out to the world, out to the universe. Remember that the universe really picks up on feelings much more than anything else. Focus more on others, providing value to others. This is a great way to get you out of your own head and connect with that higher power, whatever that higher power is for you. So in conclusion then, to sum up, in reality, these 4 different energies work together. So if you're feeling physically tired, you'll probably find that your mental focus and clarity and concentration reduces as well. You'll probably find you're more stressed as well. Now, if you're feeling very stressed, then you'll find it's going to be harder to concentrate. So your mental energy gets a knock as well. And you also feel more physically tired quicker. So your physical energy gets a knock as well. So in reality, they're all related. But now you know that there are these different types of energies, you can do things to try and boost each one in turn. So then you're going to get more of a compounding effect on your energy than previously, where you would have probably just focused on boosting your physical energy in some way. So know that it's really important to lead a balanced life. It's important to balance your energies. Know when you need to take a break and when you need to recharge so that you can develop more of these energies over time. So I hope you enjoyed learning about the 4 different types of energies. So just to quickly recap, we have the physical energy, the most obvious. Mental energy, that's our ability to focus and concentrate. Our emotional energy, and that's really about how happy we are and joyful in life. And our spiritual energy, which is really about our purpose and why we do what we do. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, please give it a thumbs up, and do leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. And do subscribe to this channel and click the bell notification. That way you will always be notified whenever I release future videos. And do go and check out my website, that's selfhelpforlife.com. On there you will find the written versions to many of these videos, also a link to my podcast and social media as well. So I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to sharing more great content with you very soon. Bye for now.